soon as these guys get going, there they go. Now we're ready. Both runners starting out with Bright first, which is my favorite route and everybody's favorite route. We love the Bright first around here. Pecco just getting that world record deal from Chilney not too long ago with Bright first, which was really hyped to see. Both of these runners are in the low 40s in the PBs, their respective PBs, so they should be pretty evenly matched. Right now, they look like they're pretty synced up. BrassWolf doing a little bit of a screen transition to kind of reset the room there. He wasn't quite prepared. So he's going to take another jab at it, which is cool. Sometimes you got to do that, you know? Especially with those bat rooms, we'll see a little later on. There's some health for BrassWolf. He needed that. He was running a little bit low. These grasshoppers can give you some different RNG. Sometimes they can jump small. Sometimes they can jump big. Obviously, you want them to jump big the whole way, but them grasshoppers got a mind of their own. They just don't like doing what you want them to do. But you can see some of them a little bit half and half there. Not too bad, not too bad. Both runners getting through that section pretty easily. Getting through the no-fly zone here. This can be a very dangerous room. It doesn't take much for them to fall off these little platforms, these little moving platforms. And it's all the way back to the checkpoint room, but both runners getting through really easy. Now we're on a Brightman. Brightman has interesting fight where he will freeze you at 16, 8, and 4 health. But you can offset that if you shoot 2 full charge shots, then a lemon, and then the rest charge shots. He will never freeze you. And that will come in handy, because it takes, what, about 6 seconds each time he flashes? That can waste a lot of time. Ooh, Stuntrooster getting out clutch-like, that away. Nice kill, nice pixel setup there. BrassWolf doing the same, good job by both runners. Making quick, easy work of Brightman. Now here's where things get interesting. Now with the Brightman first, we got the flash stopper weapon where you will freeze everything in place for about 5 seconds, but this game is so unique that while you're sliding, the global countdown won't count down. So you can initially freeze the whole entire screen for forever if you have perfect movement. We're going to see that here, especially in this first screen in Pharaoh, where you can take this all the way to that Pharaoh jump with one flash. Oh, Stuntrooster. Oh no, Stuntrooster falling down in the pit of doom. He's either going to have to take a death to go back to get those balloons, or he's just going to go balloonless. We'll see what he tries to do here. That is unfortunate. It looks like he's just going to go balloonless, and meanwhile, BrassWolf collecting that balloon. Yeah, that Stuntrooster's just going for it, man. He's sucking it up and going for it, which is cool. You know, it's going to be a unique difference in runs now, because now Stuntrooster's going to have to negotiate a lot of screens without that balloon, which we'll see some different strats here with the Rush Jet and Rush Coil later on in the stages. Meanwhile, BrassWolf making his way through the platforms. Both kind of not too far off from each other. These mummies can be a-holes sometimes, but 6 shots and they'll get out of your way for you. You gotta be careful on these spike sections. Them spikes, number one enemy of Mega Man. They'll reach out and grab you when you're least expecting it. Stuntrooster first to Pharaoh door, shortly followed by BrassWolf. Now Pharaoh, he just likes to jump around, shoot his little sand in your face, but He's easily negotiable. If you kind of stay a little bit closer to him, he will. You can kind of trick him into not jumping quite so much, but yet sometimes he still gets a little ornery and likes to jump still. So you can't fault him for wanting to jump around, you know. But Stuntrooster and BrassWolf both taking care of him pretty quickly. Good job by both runners. Now here's where we see the difference in runs with the balloon versus balloonless strats. In Ringman stage with this vertical, you'll see BrassWolf getting to use those balloons, whereas Stuntrooster will have to use the flash stopper to negotiate the vertical. You'll see BrassWolf making the climb a lot faster, but Stuntrooster making it a lot easier and not have to take too many hits off his health. He does get sniped by that bullet there, which, you know, that's bad placement. That's bad placement for the bullets, but not his fault. That's that turn's fault. BrassWolf trying to get around those little Saturn dudes. They can get in your way sometimes. Now, the thing about Ringman stage is you want to be careful with your health and your ammo, your ferro ammo, because you can run really low on both, and it's not good when you get to Ringman and just instantly die. So we've got to watch our health and we've got to watch our ferro ammo. BrassWolf getting through that hippo with the balloon jump there. That's nice. Stuntrooster right behind him. You see the time difference now. BrassWolf's just a little bit in the lead now because he's had those balloons, but unfortunately he had to go back because he went for that health and got stuck underneath that rainbow. That's the chance you take when you go for that health. So Stuntrooster taking back the lead. Unfortunate landing on that ring there by BrassWolf, but he makes it through. Now we're both getting through that second hippo just fine. Along to the checkpoint screen. This screen can be troublesome. They got to be careful. Stuntrooster almost ended up through. Oh no! And there it is. Oh man, that's rough. That's a rough death. But yet he is in the checkpoint room, so it's not a too terrible place to die, but still costly in its own right. Let's see how he goes from here. He's probably going to take this next screen a little bit more cautious this time, which is cool. Perfectly understandable. These Saturns can trip you up sometimes. There we go. He's getting through it now. There we go. Got through it that time. BrassWolf, in the meantime, making his way into Ringman's domain. Ringman's fight is pretty much the same every time. He's got no RNG. He will do the same thing every time. Oh, clutch. Total clutch. BrassWolf make it out. See how Stuntrooster negotiates Ringman here. BrassWolf just off pixel, just slightly. But he makes it through. Stuntrooster out to take a little bit more safe, which is very smart because Ringman can hit really hard. Stuntrooster had plenty of health, so really good job by Stuntrooster there. Following up BrassWolf. Now on Dustman. Little known fact about Dustman is he sucks. He definitely, literally and figuratively sucks. BrassWolf going with the Pharaoh strats here and instantly dies in the pit because using Pharaoh there can be very tricky, but it can really pay off too. So let's see how he negotiates the second time around. Here we go, making it through that time. Stuntrooster using Flash Stopper here, which is a very, very common strat. I still use it to this day. It's a lot safer than the Pharaoh. A lot more consistent, I feel. That Pharaoh shot can get rid of those ladybug enemies a lot faster and cause you to go through this lag room, quote unquote, a lot faster, because the faster you get those enemies on screen, the less lag you'll have and the less of a slowdown it'll be. BrassWolf getting through nice and easy like. Same way with Stuntrooster. Both very good strats to use there. Like I said, Flash Stopper is a little bit more safe or a little bit more consistent, but both very, very good strats. Now onto the crushers. Let's see if anybody does this crusher zip. I think I'm the only one crazy enough to do the crusher zip, I think. But interesting to see BrassWolf using Ring and Stuntrooster using Buster here. Oh, Stunt. Oh, man, Stunt. Whew, gave me a heart attack there. I thought he was squished there for a minute. But he just made it through just in time. Whew. That one got the whole heart pumping right there. I thought he got. Woo! Right, BrassWolf making his way in the dustpan, and Stuntrooster just a screen behind. Not too far off from each other. Oh, there's that suck we're talking about. He can do that where he'll suck you in, but you can hit him with your body to get him to stop doing that. But sometimes you gotta watch your health, because if he does it too many times and you try to stop it too many times, you can run out of health real quick. Nice center kill by Stuntrooster there. He just jumped right at the last minute, and Stuntrooster was able to kill him right in the center, which helps out in time wise, because you don't get the fanfare until all the enemies' little blow up balls are off screen. I don't know what else to call them. I just call them blow up balls. All right, on to Skullman. Now, Skullman stage is really fun. I love Skullman stage, and it's one of the only places you'll see the zip be done by BrassWolf, because Stuntrooster don't have the balloons. So he'll set up this where the balloon will take iframes from that little twisty turny spike doohickey, and he'll go through the wall. I don't know the damn name to the guy, but hey, you know what I'm talking about. So in this game, they figured out that, you know what, zips, you know, are too much of the past. We gotta limit the zips in this game. So the only way you can zip is if you take iframes. So you gotta use that balloon there to get that gap between there and get hit by that spike and go through the wall. Stuntrooster coming up to the Eddie screen. Man, these guys are just going through juice box hype from Senor Eddie. Hot dang. We love those juice boxes here. Never get tired of getting a juice box from Eddie. Good man, good man. Now here comes a flash stopper from Stuntrooster, which he decided to use it later in the stage, which is smart because he didn't want to run out of bright stopper ammo. Not a bad idea, pretty wise. Both runners coming up to the last screen here. BrassWolf got a slight edge on Stunt. Stuntrooster making up a lot of ground though. Decides to take a D-boost off that last Skeleton Joe. Now BrassWolf going up against Skull. Skullman's unique where, oh no! BrassWolf taking a death by Skullman. Skullman just tearing him up. That'll happen sometimes. Meanwhile, Stuntrooster getting a pretty long shield by Skullman. Man, he's getting hammered by those skull shields. But Stuntrooster downs him pretty quickly. Aside from the fact BrassWolf getting the short shield. Now those shields can either stay on the screen long or short. BrassWolf saw both. Gets through just nicely. Not too bad, not too bad. They're still really close, even though BrassWolf had a death by Skullman there. Let Stuntrooster take the lead just ever so slightly. Now both are done with Skullman and going on to Scuba Steve stage. My eyes just stunted to walk on those platforms instead of slide, because you can easily slide right off those platforms and onto some spikes. So you got to be really careful in this stage. Really careful to conserve bright ammo and not to fall in some spikes. Stuntrooster making it through the first whale pretty smoothly. BrassWolf coming up to him. And BrassWolf takes down the whale. Oh, have some candy, oh, Eddie says. Eddie acting like a Pez dispenser today for Stuntrooster, giving him a juice box and an extra guy. Didn't quite see what he gave BrassWolf. I think it was I don't know. It might have been an extra guy. I don't know. I didn't see it. It wasn't an ammo because his ammo didn't fill up, or his life didn't fill up. So it might have been an extra guy. I just didn't see it at the time. Stuntrooster coming up to the second whale. Having some issues, ran out of bright. Just needed one more bullet, and he got it. Stuntrooster jumping over the wire pit. Opting not to go for that wire. Same way with BrassWolf. Deciding to skip over the 100% route. Miss out on wire. Which is smart, because wire is pretty much useless. Oh no, BrassWolf getting hit by a little spike bomb there. It takes a game over. Oh man, that is rough. He was right at the last screen. Now he's got to start all the way at the beginning in Dive Man stage. While Stuntrooster coming into the Dive Man fight. Be interesting to see if BrassWolf can catch back up to Stuntrooster. Stuntrooster takes a commanding lead. Downs Scuba Steve with no issues. See if he's on Pixel. Oh, just slightly off Pixel there. Doesn't get that, which will lose about 2 seconds. If you can get that center pixel just right, you can save 80-90 frames. And now Stuntrooster making his way into Drill Man stage, the absolute worst RNG stage. Actually, the worst RNG boss. I call him Mr. RNG because he can dive into the ground a lot, or he can dive not at all. But you will see a lot of Flash Stopper in Drill Man stage here because, well, it comes in handy in 8 Robos. So let me tell you, you use Flash Stopper a lot in 8 Robos. Especially if you want to get through a lot of these screens that have a lot of enemies like that last screen on pretty quickly. Very smart move by Stunt to freeze the bats here. Take that extra health. Very, very cautious, very smart. Good man, good man. This screen can be dangerous too. Those ladybugs, not friendly. Meanwhile, BrassWolf going into the Dive Man's fight. Let's see how he takes care of business here. Uh-oh, he's running a little. Oh no! Takes a periscope. Oh man, in the hindquarters. Man, that is rough for old BrassWolf because he's running a little bit short on Skull. He may have enough ammo. Just depends on how he shoots Dive Man here. If he shoots him too quickly, he could run out of Skull ammo really fast. See if he has enough. It looks like he's gonna have enough. Oh, yep, there he goes. Looks like he had enough there. Perfect. Good job by BrassWolf not to let that death get to him. Looks like he's slightly off Pixel too. Yep, he was just missed it. Meanwhile, Stuntrooster going into the Drill Man fight. He will automatically dive that one time, but after that, it's totally random. See how he does. Stuntrooster got to remember he's got a juice box. He may want to opt to take it. Yep, he does. That's very smart. Very smart. Meanwhile, that's only one dive for Stunt also, so let's see how many more he does. And that's 2. Drill Man likes to dive at 1 HP, man. Whoa. What a jerk. But Stuntrooster gets him down pretty easily. Good job, buddy. Meanwhile, BrassWolf coming up to the first part of this stage here where we use Flash Stopper to get through this screen. See what kind of bad RNG he gets. And a bat's just standing still, which, man, bats are jerks. I hate that room so much. Stuntrooster collecting Rush Jet, which is going to come in handy, especially because he has no balloons. That'll come in handy in the later castle stages. Stuntrooster going into the Toadman stage here. This rain at the beginning of Toadman stage has a pushback effect on it, and you really got to trust your slides on these platforms. Take them all the way to the edge as far as you can to make it to the next platform. Otherwise, that pushback will throw you back into the pit and you'll die. So you really got to trust your slides there. Stuntrooster making a really good job of it. BrassWolf doing a smart little back boost off that rock as he's seen he was going to run out of flash stopper. Kind of taking a little bit dangerous there, but he makes it through. Wonder if he was out of Skull Man or he didn't think about using Skull there. But you can use Skull as a backup if you run out of Pride to negotiate those fallen rocks. Let's see how many dives Drill Man gives BrassWolf. Ooh. Wow, that's one dive. Stuntrooster, this is a very scary screen here for Stuntrooster. He makes it through just good. Look at that. Drill Man diving once again at 1 HP. Just like the jerk that he is, but BrassWolf kills him right in the middle there. That's a good job by BrassWolf to get through. Meanwhile, Stuntrooster coming up against the man himself, Toadman, the last Robo Master in this 8 Robos, and Stuntrooster takes him out. Very good job. Very good 8 Robos by Stuntrooster. Very clean. Not too shabby. Now there is a E-Tank here at Cossack 1 to the left. We'll see if Stuntrooster decides to take that E-Tank just for safety. Because he had to use that one he got from Eddie earlier in Drillman stage. Meanwhile, BrassWolf going into Toadman stage. Hopefully he can make it through this first screen with that pushback rain. Well, Stuntrooster coming into the Dr. Cossack stages. This first Mega Man to introduce a new villain, Dr. Cossack. Oh, look at that. Stuntrooster decided to take that safety E-Tank, which is very wise on his part because it doesn't lose too much time. It's very good to have an E-Tank, extra E-Tank in the back pocket just for safety. BrassWolf making it through Gary just nice and easy. Nice and easy. Coming up on second Gary here. And he makes it through. Good job. Good job, BrassWolf. Stuntrooster in a dangerous section here. He decides to use Flash Stopper here, which is very smart because this checkpoint screen is very, very dangerous. Not only do you have ice physics, but you got things coming up out of pits. You got Sniper Joe's trying to snipe you. Sniper no sniping. Let's go here. And he doesn't have any balloons, so let's see if it was going to use Jet right here, which is very, very smart. See what he does on this vertical. This vertical can be dangerous if you don't have balloons also. And she's going to use Jet to kind of get up each time to the next platform, which is very, very wise. Very, very wise. Good job. It's a little bit slower because you have to do those extra menus, but very, very safe. Making it through the top squishy. Getting ready to go into Mr. Impossible himself. This world's smallest hitbox. Mr. Mothra. Meanwhile, BrassWolf taking care of his 8 Robos, and he's now into the Cossack stages. Wonder if he'll take the safety E-Tank also. 7 hits is all it takes for Moth, but sometimes he'll throw you with that little small hitbox, with the ring hitbox being small and his hitbox being small. Sometimes you will miss a couple shots. As you've seen Stuntrooster miss a couple shots. Hey, I still miss shots. It happens. Mr. Impossible hitbox. Looks like BrassWolf's just gonna go for it. He doesn't need no stinking E-Tank. He says, we got this. Stuntrooster decided to take the right side of the stage, go up the ladder a long way, which is well, his only option because he doesn't have balloons. If you had balloons, you could do a nice little double jump there to kind of get up that screen faster, but he's going to see Rush Jet through this screen here, which is very, very safe, but also a little bit slow because with balloons, you can kind of use your D-boosts and the balloons to get through that screen a lot faster. But also, you run the risk of running really low health. Stuntrooster making really nice work of this. Just Rush Jet strats. Meanwhile, BrassWolf coming into the Moth fight himself. Let's see how Moth treats old Brass. Stuntrooster doing a really nice job in Cossack too. Any predictions on what Square Machine will do for Stuntrooster? Anybody got any predictions in the chat? I say he's gonna get a 2-2. BrassWolf taking down Moth. No problems. Ooh, unwanted screen transition. But he grabs back a whole that ladder. Makes it back up, no problems. Only wasted about 2 seconds there. Not too bad. See a lot of predictions there. 3-2, 2-3, 2-2. A 1-1. Let's see what we get. Oh, right off the bat, a 3. Now 3-2 is the most common. Now Stuntrooster decided to slide underneath the Square Machine there. Now that does create a little bit of on-screen lag, but not too much. Because with Mega Man 4, the more things that are on the screen, you know, the more of the lag you'll get. But he got a 3-2, the most common pattern. Meanwhile, BrassWolf going through the spike slides, the spike room. Gotta be careful here. Doesn't want to. Don't. Oh no! Ouch! That slides right off the left side of the balloon and takes a death in the spike room. Meanwhile, Stuntrooster taking care of a 2-cycle Square Machine. Good job by Stuntrooster. Was it? It was 2-cycle, wasn't it? I thought it was a 2-cycle. Pretty sure it's 2-cycle. Very good job by Stuntrooster. Meanwhile, BrassWolf coming back and deciding to use the jet strats here. It's very smart on his part to just be like, you know what, the balloons weren't working for me, I'm just going to switch to Rush Jet here. You can tell that's that speedrunner's mind at work right there. It's a very good option to have, you know, very aware of his situation. Very smart to use different strats there to kind of help him negotiate the screens. Stuntrooster in auto-scroll or heaven. Cossack 3 can be a pain sometimes because it just takes so long and there's just not much you can do. There's not much you can do to make it go by faster. Just some slight things, you know, getting those turrets off screen, not shooting a bunch of extra shots, you know, stuff like that can help you out, but all in all, there's just not a lot you can do to make it go faster. You just kind of have to wait it out. A death in the auto-scroller screen, or any screen at any point in this auto-scroller, is just a huge waste of time. So hopefully Stuntrooster can make it through without any problems. Meanwhile, BrassWolf coming out the Square Machine. Let's see what he gets. Oh, another 3. Ooh. BrassWolf also sliding underneath the Square Machine there. Creating a little bit of drag, but not much. Not much. Missed a shot there, so he's gonna have to put in some work here on the second cycle to make sure he downs him on the second cycle. And also, he's got to be aware of his health too. He's got a 3-3. Crappy pattern for Square Machine, but you get what you get. It happens. BrassWolf taking care of him. Not a problem for BrassWolf. He's a pro. He does this all the time. He's got this. Stuntrooster finishing up the auto-scroller. Good job. Now this last part, here these twin cockroaches are they're scripted just like Ring Band. They do the same thing over and over again. The same fight. And he gets the swag moonwalk. Look at that. Stuntrooster having fun with this run. I don't know if that was quite a full charge on that third shot of his, but he gets him down. He gets the first one down. Not a problem. Yep, there we go. Twin cockroaches down. Good fight by Stuntrooster. Good fight. Meanwhile, BrassWolf trying to get through this little hairy part. He's got a lot of lag on screen right now. A lot of things causing him to slow down, but he's getting through it. Not too bad. Decided to take a dust refill there, which was smart. You need that dust for later on. In the context, or in the castle stages, you know, you really gotta remember, you gotta manage your ammo, man, because you can run out. It doesn't, on stage completions, it doesn't refill your ammo, so you've got to conserve. BrassWolf doing an interesting strat here, using Jet to go all the way over to the top of the ladder. You don't really see that much. Oh no, unwanted screen transition. He tried to jump on the Jet to kind of take him over, but Jet was a little bit too high. And now he takes another unwanted screen transition because of that saw deboost. See how he does here. Decides to use Ring to kill the saws. It gets there. Nicely done. Stunt making his way through Cossack 4 really quickly. BrassWolf stuck in auto-scroller hell. Now the Stuntrooster coming up and into Dr. Cossack fight. In the American version, he will sit there for a couple seconds, whereas in the Japanese version, he will move instantly. The thing about this fight is, if you're sliding, Dr. Cossack will not move left or right, only up and down. So you can kind of really manipulate his movement based off your slides. But you gotta have you gotta time it perfectly, set it up, and get him in the right position for you to just pew pew. Stuntrooster taking care of him pretty quickly. What's this? Proto Man with Kalinka, Dr. Cossack's daughter. What? Dr. Wily abducted Kalinka. Proto Man betrays Dr. Wily, and Dr. Wily predicts he's gonna break Mega Man. I cannot believe it. I'm shocked just as much as you guys are. I never thought that Dr. Wily, a man who smokes 3 packs of Virginia Slims a day, could ever be capable of such atrocities. But here we are. BrassWolf taking care of the twin cockroaches. Very nicely done. You know what? I'd probably be a mad evil scientist too if all I had to smoke was Virginia Slims. Probably have some pretty hairy eyebrows too to go along with it. Maybe even a cup of coffee. That's just Dr. Evil Genius Scientist 101, you know? Stuntrooster in the land of Mets. This entire stage in Wily 1 is just filled with Mets. Little and big, and dancing Mets. Little ballerina Mets can be troublesome because they take 3 shots instead of 1. Stuntrooster making it through very nicely. He's into the sewage part, which we're back underwater, which means you can't jump out of your slides. You have to do some slide cancels here, or just ride out your slide. Gotta be careful because you also got those spikes too. They can reach out and grab you if you're not paying attention. Stuntrooster making it through nice and clean. Very nice job. Meanwhile, BrassWolf taking that hype juice box there. Everybody loves to get a juice box. That's nice and free juice box to get. It only takes about a second to grab. Like I said before, it's nice and handy to have a juice box in a back pocket, just in case. Alright, Stuntrooster coming into the one and the only Met Daddy fight. His patterns can be RNG based too. The way he jumps or the way he opens up his little head can be different. Sometimes he'll do big jumps, sometimes he'll open up quickly, sometimes he'll jump small, sometimes he'll open up late. See, he's giving a little bit of trouble to Stuntrooster being just ornery, because that's just Met Daddy for you. He's just ornery. But he hits like a Mack truck, so you want to avoid getting hit by him and instead get hit by the little bitty meds to conserve your health through the fight. Stuntrooster taking him out, no problem. He's a pro. He does it all the time. No sweat. Meanwhile, BrassWolf taking care of Dr. Cossack gets threatened by Dr. Wily. In Japanese, of course, because BrassWolf's used in the Japanese version. You know, it's one thing to be threatened by Dr. Wily, but it's another thing entirely to be threatened by Dr. Wily in Japanese. Stuntrooster coming into my favorite Wily stage, Wily 2. You're going to use jet strats here for most of the stage, which is a really fun way to negotiate the stage. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorite stages. Aside from Skullman. I mean, Skullman and Wily 2 probably my favorite. Interesting thing about Rush Jet and Rush Coil, if you take damage, if you take a hit while Rush Jet or Rush Coil is on screen, it will jump to your position to kind of almost instinctively save you from whatever is hitting you. It's just a nice little thing there. You see the TAS uses it to do some clips through some certain parts of the stages, but apparently no human alive can do the TAS strats, but except for I think Badap was playing with him the other day. I saw Badap use a couple of jet strats to zip through a few things. He's playing around with it, which is really neat to see, kind of see if it's going to work to save some time in some places. Be interesting to see if there's ever going to be any more zips than just the Skullman that's valuable to the speedrun. Stuntrooster riding Jet, the jet of victory through these gumballs. He's almost got it within his grasp. Coming up to Taco, he's going to have Toadman here because a Rain Flush, because as he's coming in, he's going to shoot that Rain Flush. It skips the life fill animation. He switches to Drill. He shoots that little bitty tiny hitbox there, the green little dot on his forehead to disable the hitbox, get behind him, and then just shoot his rings in the back of his head to death. Very, very neat little trick there. Very safe little trick. Awesome job by Stuntrooster, taking care of Taco Trash like it's nothing. Meanwhile, BrassWolf getting through Met Daddy stage and Met Daddy fight very nicely. Good job, BrassWolf. Both runners doing a fantastic job. This has been a really great race by both runners. Stuntrooster taking that juice box. I like seeing that, man. He's got 3 of them now, which is pretty cool. He's got plenty of juice boxes. Let's just hope he remembers that while he's, if he's ever in a troublesome spot. Let's hope he remembers he's got 3 juice boxes there he can rely on in case he runs a little bit low on health. Sometimes I get caught up in the moment and I forget I have a juice box in the back pocket, and I'll die to Wily Machine. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Meanwhile, BrassWolf starting his jet journey. Almost, oh wow, called Jet a little bit too high and got the little off the ladder little clip there. You can do that if you get too high up on the screen with Jet. If you grab that ladder, you can kind of just push him off to the side like he did, and it's you just drop to your death. Hopefully this next time around he won't spawn him too high, and he'll get up on that ladder just fine. He does it again! Oh no, BrassWolf! Oh, that hurts. Twice now, you just... Oh, that hurts, man. It hurts my heart. BrassWolf. He's got to get that... Oh, and then he slides straight into the Spike's feet first. That will ruin Mega Man's weekend with the game over. Hopefully he can come back, maybe figure it out here and kind of not let it get to him, let him refocus, realign, get back into it. Now he's got full ammo, so that helps out a lot. Meanwhile, Stuntrooster taking care of these refights. He's wanting to shoot Brightman with 5 skull shots and then the rest Rain Flush to offset that flash stopper ability of Brightman and leave the fight with 1 Rain Flush left to use on Drillman to get that 1 HP value while he's underground, so that way Drillman doesn't dive at 1 HP like we saw earlier in the previous stages. There it is. Takes that 1 HP down. He's going to switch to dive. See how many dives Drillman gives him this time around. Meanwhile, BrassWolf getting through the jet stage. Finally making up for his few deaths there. Getting through it like a champ. Just grinning and bearing it. A little bit of unwanted screen transition there, not too bad. Just shake it off, keep going. You got this, BrassWolf, you got this. Nice little swag jump there. Meanwhile, Stuntrooster taking care of Toad, man. He's got 2 Robot Masters left in these refights. Ringman should be fairly easy. Dustman, the ever so gentle Dustman. He likes to screw people over in these refights. BrassWolf with the Rain Flush shot to skip that life fill animation. Gets the hitbox. Now he's just gonna ring him to death. Nice job by BrassWolf getting through that stage. Not allowing those deaths and that game over to get to him. Very nice job. Dustman tried to be a little bit of a sucky a-hole there, but Stuntrooster put him in his place. Very nice job. Time for a Wily Machine now. Gotta be careful, because you can run out of life real quick with this Wily Machine and those little pink puffballs he likes to shoot out of his mouth. The pink puffballs of death. Now the trick about Wily Machine, you get him down to 1 HP, you shoot him with a drill shot, that skips the life fill animation, and your next drill shot is double damage. So it's very important to get that 1 HP drill shot there on phase 1, leading into phase 2. Stuntrooster doing a nice little bag up by taking a juice box here. Very, very smart. He's only got 1 shot left. There he goes. Stuntrooster taking care of the refights. Moving on to Wily 4. Meanwhile, BrassWolf dropping into his refights. Let's see what kind of luck his refights offer him. Yeah, Stuntrooster's got to be careful here. He's a little bit... I don't know if he's got enough Pharaoh or not. I think he's got plenty of Pharaoh, to be honest with you, but he's got to be cautious because he doesn't want to take too many chances getting those double shots and miss. But if he can connect with these double shots, it can make really quick work for Wily Caps. Farming these caterpillars are not fun. If you run out of Pharaoh and you decide to farm those caterpillars, you will be here forever trying to find your ammo refill. There's 1 shot. Didn't get the double, but moving on. There we go. There we go. Stuntrooster doing really good. We just missed that last double. There it is. GG for Stuntrooster. Stuntrooster coming out with the win. Good job by Stuntrooster. Very good job. GG's in the chat for Stuntrooster. Meanwhile, BrassWolf going into his Brightman refight. Again, you got to get those odd number of skull shots on Brightman so that he doesn't flash you. I don't know if BrassWolf got it. That's okay. He used two lemon shots there to offset because he did not get the odd number of skull shots on him in time. So he had to offset it with 2 shots of lemon, the lemon drops. So that way he can kind of ensure he doesn't get frozen there. Very smart move by BrassWolf. Stuntrooster did not dot done in SRL. His timer's still going. But good job to stunt. Drillman being just a D-hole to BrassWolf, just insta-diving, left and right, insta-dives. Because you're a boomer and computers are your pastime. GG's the Stuntrooster on your win, brother. Good man, good man. Just Drillman just being ornery for BrassWolf. Finally gets down. Coming into his Toadman refight. Should be pretty quick and painless for the Toadman refight. I can't... You know, Looking Toad said that Toadman just wants to dance, and I cannot get that out of my mind. And all I hear is that song by Don Henley. All she wants to do is dance every time I see Toadman now. So... BrassWolf making quick work of Ring. Good job by BrassWolf. See how Dustman treats him here. Hopefully he doesn't suck him too much. Nice and easy so far. Too easy, too easy. That's the Dustman we all wish to see right there. Very, very good Dustman refight. Now the best sound in the world right here. The ring going through your Wily Machine's face hole. Switch to drill on 1 HP. Skips the life animation. Double damage on the next hit. Look at that. Like a pro. He wants to get those shots a little bit closer. Because he's not quite getting... There he goes. That explosion is actually what damages Wily Machine, not the drill itself. So you want to double pump the B button to get that explosion to do the damage. But if it's too far, like you seen earlier, if it's too far away from him, it won't do the damage. So you gotta get the drill shot a little bit closer to him, which he does very well. BrassWolf finishing up his run here. You know, you'd think with all the work you've put in to get to Wily this far, Wily 4 would be a bit of a more traverse stage, but it's just one little single hallway with a couple back caterpillars, and then you're there. Wily just inviting you in, saying, come on and get some. See what you got. And BrassWolf says, I got something for you. I got something for you. Ooh, nice double shot there. Look at that. Ooh, you gotta be careful. Gonna take a juice box. Very wise decision there. Taking a juice box. One more shot on Wiley ought to do it. There he goes. Down goes Wiley. Down for the count. 49-47 by BrassWolf. Good job. Good job by both runners. Wow, that was a great race. Great race, guys. Very well done. GG's to both runners. You guys are awesome. Very, very well done. Stuntrooster moving on. Very, very good job by both runners. They've done so much good work in such a short time. These guys have just taken this game and just really shown their capabilities of running a good run. Good job by both. High fives all around. Now, make sure you guys keep watching this tournament. We've got plenty of action left. As a matter of fact, a little bit later tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, we've got Mr. Otter going up against Conster786 on SpeedGaming 3. Myself and Mr. Cab will be commentating that, and I cannot wait to see another installment of this Kalinka Cup go at it by another two great runners. So keep your calendars open, and we'll catch you guys later on tonight for another round. You guys are awesome. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, name it after me. Peace. We're out of here.